Hi, welcome to another video with Skill Up with Charlene. I'm glad you're here. My name is Charlene Fike, and today in this short video, I want to discuss the importance of continual personal development. Now, I read a C.S. Lewis quote a while back, and that was kind of interesting. He once described humans and our behaviors like an egg. You cannot go on indefinitely being just an ordinary, decent egg, he said. You must be hatched or go bad. Now, that can seem a little harsh, but think about it for a moment. Now, we don't have the option, I believe, of continuing to practice our negative, self limiting behaviors without them growing into debilitating traits that will catch up with us in the future, kind of like a rotten egg. The question is, how can we continue to become better versions of ourselves, and how can we repeatedly evolve into the persons we deeply want to be? How can we control and master the change that's necessary to hatch our best selves, as it were? Now, I see no other way than to commit to consistent daily personal development. And it doesn't have to be huge shifts. That's why I really like this quote by Neil Patel. He's a blogger and a businessman that I follow. And he says, getting ahead is based on manageable tweaks, not tectonic shifts. I'll read it again. Getting ahead is based on manageable tweaks, not tectonic shifts. I like that. Because I think sometimes what happens is we're waiting for these huge shifts in our lives, and we know we want to change, we know we want to grow and become better versions of ourselves, but we're waiting for time, or we're waiting for motivation, or we're waiting for someone to come along and mentor us, or I don't know, thousands of reasons why we wait and kind of create these excuses. But the question really is, are you willing to just commit to small tweaks, small changes in your personal development? And I want to encourage you to do it. Now, I've been doing personal development and focusing on personal development for well over 3 decades, and I can tell you that it has paid off. That person who I was, that, I get that not all of us have advantages in life. We've been raised in environments that our childhood tapes are debilitating, or we've been have people who have busted dreams of ours by just simple things that we picked up in our childhood. So there's lots of things that affect where we want to go and affect our rate of change. So my challenge to you is to just start making small tweaks, implement small tweaks. And in the comments below on this video, I'd love to hear what your commitments are for small, simple tweaks. It could be as simple as choosing to set aside 10 to 15 minutes to read. If you're not a reader, then do audio. If you are someone who's like needs stimulation, then there's lots of YouTube videos and podcasts and video blogging and all kinds of ideas that just will give you something to focus on, and then not just be a student, but to actually begin practicing, breaking out of self-limiting beliefs, maybe breaking out of some of the poverty spirit that you're carrying over, that maybe you don't believe that you are worth success, which we'll talk about some in future videos as well. So I want to wrap this up by just saying that, we become the person that we want to be, not by enormous lifestyle changes, but truly by slow, manageable tweaks over time. I'm going to end with one other quote that I've had for years, and it's by the classic book Good to Great by the author Jim Collins. And he wrote, "Becoming great is a quiet, deliberate process of figuring out what needs to be done to create the best results, and then simply taking those steps, one after the other, turn by turn." I think it's worth asking ourselves if we want to commit to the process of hatching into our best selves, or if we don't, it will catch up with us. There is no room for ordinary, because ordinary is you're either going to be, like C.S. Lewis said, you're either going to hatch, or that egg will go bad. So let's join together in being our best selves and figuring out how to grow personally so that we can craft the life that truly matters to us, and that we can be that change that the world is waiting for and the gift that others are waiting for. It's worth focusing on your personal development.